Have you ever felt it? When you look at the world, something does not seem right. But you don't know where to start looking for answers. Embrace the enigma, step boldly into this digital realm. See what information I gathered throughout my long existence. Today, I will shed some more light on something you might be familiar with. The incident at the Devil's Pass. Event protocol, location, Polotsia Ural Mountains, Sverdlovsk Oblast, Russia. Date, February 2, 1959. Status, unresolved. Begin protocol transcript. 9:15, Team Alpha dispatched to investigate the missing hikers' campsite at Dead Mountain. 10:30, Team Alpha reports visual contact with the abandoned tent, signs of forced egress evident. 10:35, Investigator Alpha 1 enters tent, documents torn fabric and personal belongings left behind. 10:45, Team Alpha proceeds to track footprints leading away from the campsite, varying footwear observed. 11:20, Alpha 2 reports discovery of first deceased hiker, visible signs of trauma and extreme cold exposure. 11:30, Alpha 3 reports similar findings, 4 additional hikers discovered in separate locations. 11:45, Alpha 4 reports 2 more bodies found, team regroups to assess situation. 12 o'clock, Investigator Alpha 1 examines hikers' injuries, multiple fractures, internal trauma, and unusual tongue displacement noted. 12:15, Alpha 2 reports radio interference and erratic compass readings, navigational devices malfunctioning. 12:30, Alpha 3 experiences sudden onset of disorientation, exhibits signs of distress and paranoia. 12:45, Alpha 4 notices unidentified sound emanating from nearby forest, resembling low-frequency vibrations. 1300 hours, Investigator Alpha 1 initiates collection of hikers' personal effects, documents for further analysis. 13:15, Alpha 2 and Alpha 3 exhibit heightened anxiety, reporting visual anomalies and a sense of being watched. 13:30, Alpha 4, overcome by extreme fear, retreats to a safe distance from the site, requesting immediate evacuation. 13:45, Investigator Alpha 1 documents anomalous radiation levels detected near the bodies, requires further investigation. 1400 hours, Alpha 2 and Alpha 3 experience escalating distress, displaying signs of disorientation and cognitive impairment. 14:15, Alpha 2 and Alpha 3 report unexplained light phenomena in the surrounding area, affecting visual perception. 14:30, Investigator Alpha 1 observes unusual weather patterns, sudden temperature drops, and fluctuating atmospheric conditions. 14:45, Alpha 2 and Alpha 3 display heightened aggression and paranoia, become unresponsive to verbal commands. 1500 hours, Investigator Alpha 1 contacts command requesting immediate extraction of all remaining personnel due to escalating anomalies. 15:15, Alpha 2 and Alpha 3 exhibit extreme physical agitation, engage in erratic behavior, attempt to flee from the scene. 15:30, Command acknowledges extraction request, orders immediate retrieval of all personnel from the pass area. 15:45, Alpha 2 and Alpha 3, consumed by uncontrolled fear, display signs of psychosis, engage in self-harm. 1600 hours, extraction team arrives, forcibly subdues Alpha 2 and Alpha 3, administers sedation for transport. 1615, Investigator Alpha 1 secures collected evidence and documents, prepares for extraction. 1630, all surviving personnel evacuated from the pass area, extraction complete. 1645, event closed, investigation transferred to higher authority for analysis and evaluation. The protocols surrounding the Devil's Pass incident are highly inconsistent. There is one piece of information I was able to gather that stands out. The report goes as follows. Interrogation Protocol, Politseikul. Interrogator,
Agent Ivanov.
Subject,
Nikolai Petrov.
begin transcript.
Agent Ivanov.
Nikolai Petrov, you're the only one who made it out alive from the foot of the dead mountain. We need you to give us a clear account of what happened to your group. Start from the beginning.
Nikolai Petrov. Silent, eyes filled with trauma, struggling to find words. Agent Ivanov.
Petrov, we don't have all day. We need to understand what occurred. Speak up.
Nikolai Petrov gazes at Agent Ivanov, trembling, voice barely audible there.
Gone. Something? Took them.
Agent Ivanov.
Took them. What do you mean? Explain yourself.
Nikolai Petrov, stammering.
I can't. It's hard to explain. There was this presence. It was like nothing I've ever encountered.
Agent Ivanov.
Pull yourself together, Petrov. We need information, not your fear. Tell us what you saw.
Nikolai Petrov, shaking, struggling to form words.
There was darkness all around us. It took them, one by one. No warning. No struggle. Just gone.
Agent Ivanov.
And you? How did you manage to survive?
Nikolai Petrov whispers.
I don't know. I did not hide very well. I stayed quiet. It didn't look for me. Petrov, what attacked your group?
Nikolai Petrov gestures helplessly.
I don't have any answers for you. It felt inhuman.
Agent Ivanov, leaning closer, voice firm.
Petrov, we need more than vague descriptions.
Nikolai Petrov, voice quivering.
I can't. It's too much.
Agent Ivanov sighs.
Petrov, listen. I know it was traumatic. Help us understand, and maybe we can prevent this from happening again.
Nikolai Petrov, visibly agitated, mumbling to himself.
They're gone. All gone. It was.
Pauses, looking around, paranoia evident in his eyes.
It's still here, isn't it?
Agent Ivanov.
Petrov, focus. We need coherent information. What do you mean it's still here?
Nikolai Petrov, frantically looking around the room.
The shadows. Can't you hear them? They're watching, waiting. For what? I don't know.
Agent Ivanov, alert, calling for assistance.
We need medical personnel in here. Subject is losing control.
Nikolai Petrov, hysterical laughter. Eyes wild.
You can't stop it. The darkness. It's inside me.
Agent Ivanov, speaking urgently into the intercom.
Lock down the room.
Nikolai Petrov, thrashing against restraints, voice distorted.
You think you can stop it? You're all fools. It's too late. It's too late. Agent Ivanov, backing away cautiously. Subject is clearly unstable and poses a danger to himself and others. Secure him and prepare for transport to a medical facility. End transcript. Interrogation follow-up, Dyatlov Pass incident survivor. Subject: Nikolai Petrov, survivor 23. Days after the interrogation, Petrov's behavior becomes increasingly erratic and inhuman. Petrov is observed cowering on the floor of his holding cell, muttering incoherently. Security staff report witnessing Petrov scratching the concrete with his fingernails and teeth, creating a complex and mesmerizing pattern. Scientists and security personnel who observe the pattern become inexplicably drawn to it, their gazes fixated, unable to look away. The pattern seems to possess a hypnotic effect, entrancing those who come into contact with it. Attempts to remove Petrov from the holding cell prove difficult, as the staff's fascination with the pattern impedes their actions. Medical professionals monitoring Petrov note abnormal brainwave patterns and a heightened state of trance-like awareness. The pattern continues to expand, its influence extending beyond Petrov's cell, captivating an increasing number of individuals within the facility. Lockdown initiated. Efforts to break the pattern's hold on the staff become futile, as they find themselves willingly subjecting to its power. Further containment measures fail as the mesmerized staff open Petrov's cell, guided solely by their fascination with the pattern. Only the observation team, isolated on level beta, remains operable. Petrov remains on the floor, seemingly oblivious to the chaos around him. Like the shadows that dance in the flickering light, your engagement ensures that the mysteries never cease. Subscribe now, and together, let us delve deeper into the labyrinth of the unknown.